Okay, so this video is going to be about energy pyramids. So basically an energy pyramid is just another way to show how energy moves through ecosystems from one organism to another organism. So we set up an energy pyramid just like this. It's literally a pyramid. That's why it's called an energy pyramid. Okay, down at the bottom, we're going to have all of our producers. So producers. Okay, so these are going to be things like our plants, our grasses, trees, bushes, anything that can photosynthesize. So even some algae, those are going to go in that box. Okay? The energy from these producers is passed to the next level of this energy pyramid. And in that next level, we're just taking those same words from the food chain and we're putting it onto here. So the next level is our primary consumers. Okay, so primary consumer. And that would be things like insects, okay, anything really small, even like sometimes we consider rodents primary consumers. It sort of depends on what's eating them, okay? The energy from that primary consumers is going to get passed to the next level, okay? And in that next level, we are going to have, you called it, secondary consumers. So secondary consumers are things that are going to eat the primary consumers. So anything that eats insects. So we might see some birds here. Yes, that's a bird. It's not just a V. We might see some types of rodents here because some rodents might eat insects. Now I'm not talking about mice specifically, but maybe some types of rodents. Or something small, a lizard. Okay, Mondo would be a good example there. Okay. Secondary consumers then are going to pass their energy on to the top level, which we're going to call tertiary consumers. Okay, and the tertiary consumers are going to be what we're going to consider our top predator. Okay, you could go more levels up than tertiary, but again, typically we stop there. So let's say that it was a smaller bird like a robin or something in your secondary consumer. Maybe now you have an owl or a hawk in your tertiary consumer. Okay, so that's an energy pyramid. Now, energy is passed through this pyramid, but the amount of energy available is going to decrease as we go up this pyramid. Okay, so if we can imagine for a second that the producers have 100% of the energy. I'm going to write a 100% here. Okay, they have 100% of the energy. Each time you go up a level, you're actually only passing 10% of the energy. So the producers are using 90%, and they're going to pass 10%. So these guys have 10% of the energy. Now these guys are going to use 90% of this, okay, which means they're only passing, for all of us math whizzes out there, 1%, because that's all that they have, okay? These guys are going to use 90% of this energy, which means they're only going to pass 1/10% of energy. So what does that tell us? What that means is this bottom level is the most efficient. It uses energy the most efficiently, and as we go up, these things become less and less efficient, which means our tertiary consumers have to consume a lot more. Typically, our tertiary consumers are also larger, more complex, and they need more energy. So they have to eat more because they don't use as much, but they're also larger. So it kind of becomes an issue. But that's why their populations are smaller. So this not only indicates the energy, but it also indicates the population sizes. We have a lot more producers on Earth than we do primary consumers. And we have a lot more primary consumers than we have secondary consumers, and a lot more secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. That's why this is the smallest part of the pyramid. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense, and I will see you for the next video.